Hey everyone, welcome to the Canela Show. I'm your host, Priscilla Canela, and I'm a 29-year-old Canadian and mom of two, and I'm just looking for the best ways to set up my little family and I's future. My goal with this channel is to take you guys along with me on this journey to financial freedom, as I share with you guys my findings, what it is that I'm doing, with love and complete transparency. Here I'll be mainly talking about investing. I recently dove into this and I'm so grateful that I did, because over the years I've actually heard about it here and there, but I never really understood it. But I finally said, you know what, I'm just going to start and I'm going to take it serious and I'm going to learn everything that I need to learn. But with that being said, I'm completely new to all this, so I'm no expert at all. I'm simply just showing you what I'm doing and hoping that I can pave the way for women as well. And the reason why I say this is because there's actually not a lot of women who are in investing, that know about investing. It's mainly men, and I honestly want to change that, because why can't women do it? I know that it can seem complicated or overwhelming, or let's be real, sound like gibberish, because I personally thought that at first. But there's ways to understand it without being this way, and that's why I'm here to also show and explain things in a way that someone new like you and me can completely understand this. So with that being said, if you've liked this video so far, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I believe it's super important for us women to be investing our money. We need to focus on ways to set up our future by building wealth the smarter way, not the harder way, and in a way that is making our money work for us. And investing allows your money to outpace inflation and increase in value. So I don't want to rely or wait on someone else. And the sooner you start, the better it is. So a little bit of background on me. When I was with my daughter's father of 7 years, after she was born, he took on majority of the financial responsibility. And I became a stay-at-home mom. I did later on eventually start working an at-home job in network marketing, which at the time allowed me to make some money monthly. But if I knew then what I know now, I would have taken that money and I would have invested it. Because of compound interest, my money would have grown. So while he is a great dad and was a good provider, it just didn't work out. And the reason why I'm bringing all this up is because when I left that relationship, I didn't have anything set up for myself, which is why I say it's so important for women to be investing. It's so important for women to have savings of their own. You don't have to be a mom. You don't have to be a single mom. You don't have to be single. You could be a girlfriend. You can be a wife. It's like I said, this is a great avenue to passive income and generating that future wealth for you and potentially your future family. And then as couples, you can grow together. You can do this together. You can sit down and you can achieve goals so much faster. And honestly, the possibilities are endless here. And that's because you're not allowing your money to just sit and depreciate over time in a savings account. You're making your money make more money. And honestly, there's absolutely nothing wrong with a financially independent woman that is smart with her money. I look at it as an asset.
A few moments later.
So in the next few minutes, I am going to show my portfolio because, like I said in the beginning, I am here to show you guys complete transparency. I'm going to show you what I'm doing, what I'm investing in, whether my money goes up and when it goes down. Whatever my findings are, you guys are going to know about it. So right now with investing, I am looking to diversify my portfolio. It's actually not good to put all your eggs in one basket. So let's take a look at it. So I'm trying to invest in dividend growth companies. I want it to grow with time, and the dividends that I get with the companies will grow in the future. I don't want to sell any of the companies that I have. So a great example of a dividend growth stock or company is Microsoft. So I want to make my portfolio this main focus. So I've invested in individual stocks, I've invested in ETFs, which are exchange traded funds. So when you invest in an ETF, you get a bundle of assets that you can buy and sell during market hours. So this lowers your risk and exposure while helping to diversify your portfolio. So with my individual stocks, you want to think of, some of the big companies that are doing very well and have a future growth potential. So those examples are like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and so on. So here is a list of the companies that I have invested in. So I have Apple, I have Amazon, I have Apply, which is an ETF, then ATD, Costco, Google, Home Depot. These are all, fairly well-known companies. You guys know of these. We have another ETF, which is HYLD. We have Jeppy with a Y, Johnson & Johnson, MasterCard, MSFO, another ETF, Microsoft, NVDY, that's another one, Realty Income. I've made a few videos on this. This is a way to invest in real estate through the stock market. And like if you don't have a lot of money to invest in real estate, this is a perfect way to do it. And a few more ETFs, QDTE, QQQ, QQY, Starbucks, SPY, TD, Tesla, Waste Management, Walmart, and XOM. Okay, so right now this is just all the ones that I have currently invested in. And I obviously have a few more that I actually want to add to. I'm trying to find here. I normally do this from my phone. I never check this on my laptop. Oh, there, Watchlist. So on the right-hand side where it says Watchlist, you can see some of the companies that I'm actually interested in, which is cool because like if you're not ready to, invest in them, I think of it as like when I'm shopping. And instead of putting it to my cart because I'm not going to buy it, I just favorite it because I'll potentially want it for later. That is exactly the same thing with this watch list. So here are a few. I actually have to add a few more to this list. They're written down in my notebook, but it would actually be great that I add them to there. I want to slowly, little by little, learn more about these companies and obviously more companies. But something that I've learned through reading is you can't be married to any of these companies. That's some of the mistakes that investors do make. Like, for example, some of them, they'll see that their stock is lacking and it's not reaching the goal that they had for that stock. Like, let's say it's not paying you or it's not growing, and instead of going up, it's going down for a period of time. You're doubting and you're wondering whether you should sell it and move to a different one. So if you don't want to be investing in all these different companies, or you do find it too much or overwhelming, and you don't want to invest in all these individual stocks and this list that I have, then honestly, I do recommend that you invest in SPY, and that is the S&P 500. I've spoken about this in past videos, and I tried to explain on this, but I will say it again what it is. So it's a very popular one that a lot of people are investing in. And famous investor Warren Buffett, he does advise this, that if you don't, want to be investing in all these different ones, make sure to invest in the S&P 500. And the S&P 500 is literally just a basket of the top 500 best companies in the United States. So basically, it just does the work for you. And by doing so, it is less riskier than buying in individual ones when you're investing into the S&P 500. So with that being said, I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you continue to follow along with me in this journey. If you're not investing already, if you still have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, ask me any questions. Also, I'm an open book and I'm open to receiving any recommendations that you guys might have, because like I said, I am learning. I'm willing to learn all the things. So if you guys have any recommendations for me, please leave so in the comments below. And as always, stay tuned for more. Take care.